Greetings, scholars. I hope you finished your last two assignments for Monday and Tuesday. Let's go ahead and look at our Wednesday assignments. For those of you who are just joining us, remember, I'm Miss Malaki and I'm the ELA Humanities second grade teacher at Fortune School. Let's begin. Happy Wednesday, scholars. So let's go ahead and scroll down what we need to complete. So make sure you have the vocabulary chart completed. Make sure you have the informational text off-page annotations completed. Remember, this doesn't have to be filled out all the way, but do the best you can to your ability. And make sure you have the author's point of view completed. This part here is optional if you feel that you need to understand the text just a little bit deeper. Make sure you have this completed, the steps, and make sure you have your race response completed because for Wednesday, we're moving on to a frog's life. So, just like we did on Monday with the definitions, you're going to do the same thing. Repeat after me. Amphibians. Good job. Algae. Excellent. Lungs. Awesome. Froglet. Good job, scholars. Now go ahead and define the words, and then when you're done defining them, come up with a sentence using these words right here. Now, pause the video and go. Excellent job, scholars. I hope you have everything filled out. Now let's go ahead and move on to a frog's life. So, here's a drawing. The life cycle of a frog. We see the pictures as it goes from step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and step 5. Pause the video and examine the photo. And go. All right. Now let's go ahead and read. From egg to frog, watch a frog grow. What would your life be like as a frog? Would you have to know how to swim and hop? Frogs are amphibians. Amphibians spend part of their life in water and part on land. Most have smooth, wet skin. Most amphibians hatch from eggs. Learn about the life cycle of a frog. A life cycle shows the stages in an animal's life. 1. Egg. Most frogs come from the tiny eggs. A mother frog lays eggs in or near water. A frog can lay thousands of eggs at once. The eggs are in large clumps. A jelly coating makes the eggs slippery. That protects them from being eaten by other animals. 2. Tadpole. A tiny tadpole grows inside each egg. A few weeks later, the tadpole hatches. A tadpole lives in water. It breathes using gills. It uses its long tail to swim and moves like a fish. Tadpoles eat tiny water plants called algae. 3. Froglet. During the next few weeks, the tadpole grows legs and toes. The tadpole's gills grow smaller, and the tadpole starts to grow lungs. It swims to the top of the water to breathe air. The tadpole starts to look more like a frog. It is called a froglet. 4. Frog. The froglet's tail gets smaller and soon disappears. Now the frog is an adult. It leaves the water and lives mostly on land. It breathes using lungs. It eats insects, worms, and snails. Mother frogs return to the water to lay eggs. Then the life cycle begins again. Informational text off-page annotation. Fluent read. Now that you heard me read the story, Please come up with any words that you were unfamiliar with or any confusing parts. Pause the video and go. Welcome back. Now remember where it says page? Make sure you say page 8 in your packet or whatever page this might land on. Down below, it might be a different number because you might have used more pages for your race response, or if you answered the comprehension questions, that's perfectly okay. Try to keep track to see what page number yours is on. Okay, so tell me what page number, and then what unfamiliar words did you find, and what confusing parts did you find? If you have any confusing parts, you can bring that up to your teacher during her Google or during his or her Google office hours. Next, you will identify the main idea and important information. So for this one, section, page, subheading, you can even list the steps as 1, and then give me the main idea. 2, the main idea or important information. 3, so on and so forth. All right. Go ahead and pause the video and do the meaning read right now. And go. All right, welcome back, scholars. And last but not least, go ahead and answer the author's point of view. Once you're done answering the author's point of view, you are done with your Wednesday assignments. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.